stuff. For my footwork, something that it might be a little different and really similar in wrestling is I gotta be light on my feet when I attack, okay? So I'm not gonna be one-dimensional forward and backwards. So I'm gonna pick a line, and we're all gonna do this, and I'm gonna switch my hips side to side. Almost, I'm doing like a back step every time. So if I'm doing what's called an Ushimata or an inner thigh throw, that's my back step. Or if I'm doing any kind of turning hip toss, I have to learn to separate my lower body from my upper body. And to do that, you've got to put the numbers in. It's not as easy as it looks, because your body wants to move as one full solid unit usually. So you have to learn to kind of loosen your hips up. Okay? You've got to just be able to face forward with your body and rotate your hips. Every time I'm going on one side or the other side of this line, my toes are facing this line. Okay? Every time. I'm just loosening up my hips. I'm able to turn my lower back, and you can create a lot of explosive energy and throw someone just by that little back step. And it takes a lot of time to not do it with your legs spread or landing on both feet. To be light on your feet and use the balls of your feet, especially. Okay, when you enter, I'm rotating my hips. I'm sliding on the mat. I'm not jumping off both feet. I'm just rotating. I'm sliding. I'm never jumping on this line. You see every time how my toes are facing the line? It doesn't take much energy when you do proper technique. So if I were to throw right here, either a hip toss with my opponent, or anything, I'm doing that same back step every time. Nothing's changing from what you just saw that drill by myself. Okay? So every time I'm doing this, I'm ingraining muscle memory, which is really important. I mean, you could watch tape and practice things slowly to kind of get the concept of a move, but you have to put the numbers in so your body can recognize a position and you can instinctively attack. So you've got to do numbers. And in judo, what we do is what's called an uchikomi, or fitted. Sorry, quick. So no matter the technique we do here, spread your feet, I'm going to face them a little, is what's called a fitted. So practice that back step over and over, where you can do it without thinking about every step. It all works together as one unit. Whether it's that throw, whether it's an inside trip, whether it's a Tai-Otoshi, every throw has its own series of steps. But it's being able to use your feet lightly and turning your hips. It's really important, which a lot of times in wrestling isn't as focused on, at least in collegiate style. It's more forward and backward and learning leg shots, which I'm not against. I love leg shots. But for big scores, to take someone from their feet to their back, learning how to use your hips is paramount. If you can't move your feet, you probably can't use your hips too well. Okay, so what I want